My name is Mohammed bin Haji Kamid, President of United. On behalf of United, we would like to wish all our Muslim friends Selamat Hari Raya Haji and Eid Mubarak. Today is our video response forum where we will answer all your questions and suggestions you have given us during the first day of campaigning.
Good evening. I'm Vinod, Vice President of United. Before we begin, I would like to thank all the students who supported us during our campaigning yesterday and for all your suggestions and questions which we will be answering in a short while. Now, amongst many of our suggestions, we received complaints and also constructive criticism on the wireless connections at Curtin Sarawak. Most of them, just to name a few, were the wireless connections at Lakeside and Villa. Some people were also asking for internet. Why is the internet blocked at Lakeside? Others were calling for internet connections at Waters and also more stronger and stable wireless. Now, to answer that question, I would like to call upon our IT and Media Sub-Council, which is Leroy, Nadine, and Daniela. So, on to you guys on the answers for this question.
Hi everyone. The current issues you guys are having on campus with internet is due to the servers not being able to support the growing number of students and also the low number of routers around campus.
In the past year, Student Council and other clubs have raised funds by staging charitable events. As Student Council, we plan to not only do the same, but to channel some of the funds for student welfare, such as improving internet speed and broaden coverage around campus.
With these funds, we intend to increase the number of routers around campus to better improve the internet and to improve the hardware and servers so that it can better support the increasing number of students that we are getting. Concerning the problem with the internet and Waters, we are planning on approaching the different ISP networks so that we can get them to better their network in that area.
Thank you, IT and Media Sub-Council. Now, next up on our list is concerning the music room. We got suggestions from you about upgrading of music room, and you also suggested to include a better door and 24/7 security. Nice suggestions, as well as making it more accessible to students. Now, concerning this matter, we would like to approach our activities sub-council, namely Clinton.
Thank you very much for your questions and suggestions with regards to Curtin Music Club. Now, before I get into that, I'd like to acknowledge the current committee who is doing an amazing job upgrading the Curtin Music Club. And as we speak right now, they're actually upgrading the music club. It's being repainted and more equipment and instruments are being brought in, and the room is now soundproof, and the security is definitely upgrading day by day. Compared to last semester, the room now is even more accessible to the students. And as Student Council, we'll definitely hand in hand work together to aid the Curtin Music Club and establishing it to the way it's supposed to be. So.
Thank you so much, Newton, for your response. Now, next up on our list comes the gym. We've had many suggestions. For instance, one student actually suggested to increase the space, while another texted me earlier this morning about increasing the equipment, as well as suggested on the list. Now, for this, we would like to approach our activity sub-council once again, and she's none other than Rennie.
To all the gym goers out there, yes, we do understand that most of our equipment in the gym is very old and faulty. So what we're actually planning to do is to maintain and repair the equipment itself. That's where actually the student employment came in, so that the students can actually help see through the equipment when using it. And other than that, probably in time we can actually expand the gym itself. So what is our solution for now is that we actually came up with ideas of raising funds by doing events or activities that we actually be needing your supports in the near future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rennie, for your answer. Now, next up, the next issue concerns all the car owners in Curtin Sarawak. And to answer this concern, we have none other than Mo, our president, and who is in fact a car owner himself.
Yes, I've personally been driving to campus for almost 4 semesters now, and I've noticed in the past the issue has not been as big as a problem as it is now, and especially with the growing population of the student drivers and car owners on campus, it's inevitable that eventually there will be a shortage of car parkings, and we believe that the current management has already addressed this issue and they are aware of this. So us as a student council, what we can do is we can enforce the need to solve this problem as effective and as efficient as possible, so that eventually, before it's too late, we'll have parkings to accommodate all the car owners out there in Curtin.
Thank you, Mo, for the very descriptive answer.
You're welcome.
Yes. Now moving along to a unique suggestion. We got this yesterday. Someone suggested to have fruit stalls in the cafe. So to answer that suggestion, we have none other than Ramsha.
Hello, I think that's a very interesting suggestion because I don't think I've ever heard that one myself before. But considering that this semester the current student council brought in Sao Paulo coffee, we also plan to bring in more vendors, and a fruit stall would definitely be on the list, especially considering that there are a lot of students who are concerned with their health and would like to have more healthy options on campus. So a fruit stall is definitely in the works. Thank you.
Alright, thank you, Ramsha. Now next up we have Rogers Cafe. Recently I saw a post on Curtin Confessions asking for the similar thing, which was cheaper food served in Rogers Cafe. And concerning them again, much of you complained about the maintenance of cleanliness as well as tasty food offered there. So to answer this suggestion, we have none other than our Welfare Sub-Council, Nixon.
Thank you, Vinod. That's a very interesting concern. I've been a lakesider myself, and I realized the quality of Roger is not that good right now. But the problem is we need to understand that their rent is too high, and to cover this, the cost of their food is high as well. Well, to counter this problem, we'll invite more eatery places to come into Rogers and share the rent itself. And by this, we promote healthy competition, and so we will also have cheaper food and also better quality and of service. So that's what we are trying to do.
Thank you so much, Nixon. All done in one take. Fantastic, fantastic. Now next up, again we have something concerning food as well. Some of you raised concerns about the food choices available at Lakeside, as well as another very constructive suggestion, I may say. It regards Sao Paulo, and some of you want a place to chill near the Chancellery and provide new seats or places to sit near the Sao Paulo Cafe. So to answer this will be the other Welfare Sub-Council person, which is Sharon.
Thank you for that suggestion. As mentioned by Nixon in our manifesto, we would have another cafe opening in Rogers, as in we'll have 2 cafes under one roof. Yay! Hence, we'll definitely have more choices of food in Rogers Cafe. Now, regarding the matters about the chilling places in Chancellery Building, what we can do is we could request Sao Paulo to have more tables and chairs for students to hang out. And also that we would also have more benches around Chancellery Building for students to take some rest before their classes as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon. Another good suggestion that I must say, on a personal note, I am also looking forward to, are vending machines on campus. So to answer to that, we have our next Welfare Sub-Council, all the way from Nigeria, Mr. Abdul.
Yes, the vending machine is a very interesting suggestion, and in fact it has been on the minds of many students of Curtin for a very long period of time now. And it's interesting to note that in fact steps have been taken to make these machines installed all over campus. But the problem is that it was considered too costly to install and maintain, so the project was eventually scrapped by previous teams. But the difference this time would be that instead of scrapping, it is going to be considered a very major priority in our budget allocation, and as a priority it will be pursued all the way, and then no matter whatever challenges will be put in our way, we will do our best to overcome. Installing vending machines all over campus will ensure that life is easy for most of Curtin students, as they can now study conveniently at night and have food at their disposal anytime they wish, without having to think about shops like on campus and all over Senadin in terms of whatever time they are going to close. So this is again, it's a very interesting suggestion, and then we will ensure that this is pursued all the way to the core. Thank you.
Thank you, Abdul, for that very interesting answer. Next up, we head to our secretarial department, and we have Hisham and Padma. Now, they'll be answering to your suggestions, which would have more exciting activities. So let's see what they have installed for us.
Thank you, Vinod. Activities. So there's no doubt that the current student council has planned a lot of exciting activities that benefit the students, such as Club In 2.0, Fitness Fab, and the recent one is the Scafest.
Yes, and also we would like to add on with our own activities in the future, and also we would like to carry on their existing all their existing activities, and we, like I said earlier, we like to carry on with our new activities that will benefit the students in the future.
Thank you, Hisham and Padma. Now, for those of you all who take the bus from campus to villa to village like myself, we often have asked for live notices we put on the TVs available at Borneo Hut as well as cafeteria. So to answer to that suggestion, which was to have such a service, I'd like to call upon a member of our International Sub-Council. He comes all the way from Singapore. His name is Najib.
Thanks, Vinod. The bus schedule live notice is indeed a very good suggestion. Basically, this has been discussed for quite some time and we are looking to implement it. Since we already have TV screens located at the pavilion, the bus stop, and at the cafeteria, we will basically post notice 5 minutes before the departure of the bus, so that every student can know when the bus is leaving, and then there will be ample time for them to go to the bus stop and catch the bus, so they won't be late.
Next up, we go to the guy who's going to handle your roof problems. Throughout yesterday, most of you suggested things like having shades from the LT foyer to the auditorium. Others suggested shades in other parts of the campus as well. So to attend to your concern, we have Brian from our treasury.
Concerning about the shades for the pathway, the current student council actually put in effort to propose a shade from the library to the auditorium. And so, we as a new student council, we will try to continue the effort and also keep up the momentum to follow up the paperwork. And also, we actually received some suggestions such as to build a shades for the motorcycle parking lot and also shades from the GP3 to Lakeside. For this, we will try our best to strive for the shades and also to hand in the proposal to the management. If we obtain or face some obstacles throughout the process, we will try, such as funding, we will try our best to overcome these challenges together as a party. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Next up, we approach the lady with the money. She'll be dealing with a suggestion that we received, quite a unique one. It was regarding the online payment or better payment methods for bookings of Curtin facilities. So without further ado, Lorena.
Thank you for the suggestion. Now concerning this matter, what we are going to propose is a system similar to the printing reload system where the students reload their money into their accounts and the money will be deducted automatically from their accounts once they started using their printing facilities. And this as well goes same for the online payment for booking.
Thank you, Lorena. Now, most students have often complained about the access to go to the labs. So to answer to this next suggestion, which was to have easier access for students to go to labs and to the study places, we have Daishan with his answer.
Right. As you guys, like yesterday during the campaigning, you guys complained about we don't have access for the labs, especially on the weekends. Like you guys want to do assignments for, I'm doing mechanical engineering myself, and even I, who stay in Lakeside, even I can't go to labs in the weekend, especially if I want to do like my AutoCAD and my programming. So we suggested that we will open a lab and a lab in G3, like maybe not for the whole day, maybe just from morning till late evening, so that you guys can access it, especially during the exam week and the assignment weeks. And that's it.
Thank you, Daishan. Now, moving along to another suggestion, which is having a 24-hour library, and I'd like to thank whoever wrote this and added a smiley face to it. That was nice. To answer to this suggestion, we have Alison.
Thank you for your suggestions. Longer operational hours for the library will definitely be considered once student employment is approved. Now, this way, students can get paid for working at the library while doing their revisions. However, due to high operational costs, the air conditioners will be turned off, but replaced with standing fans for your comfort. Security, patrolling, and CCTVs will still be ongoing for safety purposes of the students. Thank you.
Thank you, Alison. Mo, could you handle this one, please?
Oh yes, it will be my pleasure. This will be the final suggestion of the evening, which is quite an interesting one as well. It is free vaccination program for campus animals, and I'd like to have our very own Vice President to answer this one.
Thank you, Mo. What we aim to do in this semester, next coming year, would be to work hand in hand with NGOs such as PAWS to actually implement this program. Now, they have actually done a lot of these programs around the Senadin area. There was, for example, on my personal experience, there was a stray dog near my house, and they came and took the dog and really cleaned it up, and well, the dog is better for it. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to work really closely with PAWS this time and really get them into the Curtin community to solve this problem. Thanks.
On behalf of United, I would like to say thank you all for your wonderful suggestions. I hope that we were able to address all the concerns. For further information, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and also check out our blogs for further information. On the Wednesday 16th, we'll be having a meet and greet where you will get the opportunity to meet all the members of United. So bring along your questions and just get to know us as a party and see how we work as a team. And don't forget, vote for unity.
Vote for United!